Hey everybody, it's Melissa
and Stephanie,
and today we went to the Salvation Army like we do every Wednesday. I mean, we said we're not going to, but we always end up going.
We didn't have class today, so we didn't have anything better to do.
Yeah, so we went to the Salvation Army and we got quite a bit of stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, the one that we went to was in Mesa. We went to one that's like really far from our house for a change, but that one they usually have a lot of good stuff, and it's like in an area where there's like a lot of elderly people, so they have like really good like vintage stuff and like antiques and some like nice like coats, but they're pretty expensive. But yeah, we found a lot of stuff. So first Stephanie's gonna show you what we found.
Okay. First thing is this little romp.
Yeah, it's romper.
It's a romper from Kmart with the tag still on it, and it's a size 14-16 in like girls, and it's pretty. It's pink. It has like kind of, I don't know, these big bottoms.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
it's cute. It looks
it
good
has
on.
a little tie in the back, but I would definitely belt it because it is a little bit big, like just because of the shape. I want it to kind of like accentuate my hips instead of like just make me look like a blob. So this was $1 and I was really happy with that.
It was originally $9.99 at Kmart, so that's pretty good.
And then I got these bottoms.
Yeah, those are
I'm
so
not
cool.
really sure what I'm gonna do with them. And they're just kind of remind me of something that we would sell at work that would be in tribal. And they're black and white, so I'm definitely going to pair something more colorful on top. Reserve. They fit really well, and they're kind of like tight leggings.
Yeah, they fit you really well.
Yeah.
I told her, I was like, those are so cool, and she's like, they don't look good. I'm like, no, they look really cool.
So I got them. Those
And
were,
she's like, I like them.
is that how I
Told
sound?
you.
Is
Yeah.
that how I sound?
I like them. I was like, I told you you're gonna like them.
Next, I got this purple pleated skirt.
Yeah, these pleats are really in. Like these like little
I
pleats.
die for these things. Like, it's really long. Like, it's just about hits my ankle. And this was only $1. I love the color of purple. You can really dress this up or dress it down. It'll be great for summer. It's a really, really heavy material, so it'll be warm, but
Yeah.
who cares?
It is by, let's see, who knows? Unless somebody got it dry cleaned, but size.
I then got this Rolling Stone t-shirt. Melissa found this for me, and I think I'm gonna cut it up and like make it into a tank instead of
I thought you were just gonna cut the top of it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, cut it up.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a tank top.
Well, whatever. It's
Maybe
like
you can make it a crop top.
a crop top. Who knows what we'll do with it? But it was only $1, and you can't find things like this like in regular thrift stores. Like, just
Yeah, it's cute.
stuff like that. And then I got.
Oh, that thing's so
Who
cool.
knows what this is? I have no idea. Did you say this remind you of Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
This reminds me of like Harry Potter, like their little like those like Gryffindor things. Doesn't it totally look like Harry Potter?
It's a little crop top type thing, and it's this awesome shade of green, like ugly olive green that I
Yeah,
love.
Such a good color.
And it's like silky and soft.
Yeah, what is this material called? I can't remember. I don't know either.
But it's so cool. Right when I saw this, I was like, I'm gonna get it no matter what, because I think it's so unique and so different. Then,
Ooh, this is good.
I couldn't find anything that was fitting me right, it seemed like, on top. And then I found this Talbot's Petite denim type vest.
It is denim. Denim
It's like
type.
it's kind of like a
No, it's
denim, a denim vest, and it fits so good.
Because it's Talbot. It's petite.
Talbot's petite, and I guess that's the only place I can shop now.
Yeah.
So I got that for $1.
And you wonder why I always like Talbot so much.
because it fits.
Yeah, because they're supposed to fit really well.
And then
Oh my gosh, there's more.
there's more. I got this cardigan.
This cardigan
It's like a cable knit kind of
from
like a-
LL Bean.
From LL Bean, and it's this really nice color.
like like a light. What is this color called?
I don't know. And it has these wooden buttons that I really like, and I saw it on the hanger, and I was like, I don't care like what it really looks like. I am a sucker for cardigan, cable knit, and sweaters, and so all of this mixed into one makes like the best thing ever for me. And it was only $1, and the color is really nice. It's light. It'll carry
that color
into
called? It's like
the fall. Are you still talking about the
Yeah,
color?
I can't remember what the color's called.
Whatever, you'll think of it eventually.
Yeah.
And then the last thing, these are probably my favorite finds. They're Guess denim floral What is this stuff called?
It looks like, what do you call it? It looks like,
I don't know, but there are these jeans that I'm going to cut and make into shorts because this whole section of the jeans were really big on me because my legs are like scrawny, but the top half, they're high-waisted and they fit so well from like here up. So I'm just gonna cut them and roll them up and maybe just sew it like so that they don't uncuff into cuffed shorts. And these are so in style. At work we have some like this that are like $24 and I got these for $1. These are like true vintage Guess jeans.
And they have like the cool Guess like thing on it. Like remember when Guess came out and that was like so cool to have on your butt?
Mom jeans. Cool. Mom jeans. Okay, so that's what I got and for all of it was $8.
And that was a pretty good deal.
That was
a pretty good deal.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
So stay tuned for what Melissa got.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys what I got, and I only got 4 things. That's it, because Stephanie wouldn't let me get some of the things because they were honestly borderline ridiculous. And that's all I'm going to say about it. So I got this shirt, and it has like these panels in between it and a nice bow, and I just really like it because I just like bows, so I think it, and it has shoulder pads, which I'm actually probably going to leave in because they're not that bad. So that was really nice. This thing, I love it. It's like probably like seriously probably gonna be one of my favorite shirts now. It has these sleeves that have like what is this called? I don't know.
Like a bubble sleeve?
Yeah, a bubble sleeve. That's it. Bubble sleeve. And it has like a bow here, and like these are 2 contrasting like fabrics, so it looks really nice. And there was a shirt at Forever 21 that I swear is exactly like this.
What is he doing right
now? I don't know. Our cat's over there. And it has like bubble sleeves, but it looks ridiculous. And this was like old and it looks really good. So I'm very excited for that. And then I got this thing, which Stephanie tried on, and I was like, that's not your style, give it to me. So it has like a higher neckline, and it's like scrunched there, and it has a little bow. And Stephanie said it reminds her of something that they would have worn after like the war, which it kind of reminds me too.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's like very,
fits really well.
It's very like vintage, which I like. And then the last thing that I got, which is like my favorite shirt ever now too. This thing is gorgeous. Like it has those like little, I don't know what we're calling
pleating
these.
panels and the
panel pleats, whatever, and it has like a keyhole right in the front right here that's like a V, and they like buttons like around your neck. And it seriously, I think it has little shoulder pads in it too, which I'm gonna leave in because they don't even look that bad. It's like, it looks so pretty on. It reminds me of like, I don't know, like true vintage clothing.
Elegant.
I watched like an old movie last night, and I'm just like, oh, I need vintage clothes or like old looking clothing. So that's what I got, and then that was only $4. And then stay tuned because we're gonna tell you guys a little bit of how to clean and care for clothes that you guys find at a thrift store.
Okay, so we've been getting a lot of questions asking us like how we clean our clothes and clean our jewelry. So do you want to say how we clean jewelry?
Okay, so for jewelry, especially earrings, you want to clean it with like a rubbing alcohol to sterilize it, especially if it's like an earring that you're going to push through your ear. Just take a little bit of rubbing alcohol, put it on a cotton ball, and clean them off.
You can usually see all the dirt.
Yeah, you'll see like the dirt and stuff come off of them, so you definitely want to clean it because you don't want to be putting stuff in your ears that has been worn by somebody else. I used to not like think about that, and then my mom was like, people could have diseases or whatever, and I was like, oh my gosh. And so then I started cleaning my jewelry after I got it. For necklaces too, like, just rub it down with alcohol. Rub it down with something with like a jewelry cleaner, like stuff like that will be perfectly fine because that's not gonna have like a lot of.
They'll even bring out the more like
it'll clean it and make it look nicer. Yeah. So just like clean that stuff. That's really easy to do. And what about for clothes?
As far as clothing goes, read the labels because this. Even if it's vintage, that still like is effective today.
It still like really applies to it.
Yeah.
Like one of the shirts I got today, it says machine wash, and we always look at him like it says machine wash. So this I could throw into the washer. But if you have something like
a blazer, or if there's something that's pleated or something that has a form, don't just automatically throw it in the washer because it'll lose its form, it'll lose its pleats. Take from our experience so you don't ruin the clothes that you get, even if it was for $1. Like you can seriously ruin vintage clothing by not reading the label. If it's silk or things like that. Some of them can only be hand washed. Some can only be dry cleaned. As far as drying goes, if it has to be hung dry, do that. If it has to be laid flat, do that. Make sure if it can't be dried, don't dry it, especially wool. If people don't know out there, you can't dry wool or it will shrink. You'll have a sweater that's this big and it'll shrink down to this size. If any of you guys have seen Portlandia, when they wash a sweater and he tries to,
little sweater
to put the little sweater on.
In it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so don't dry wool, because it's just like, trust me, I've dried so many wool things in my life, and I can't
even
get back
if
in
you
them.
think like, oh, it's probably already been washed, don't even do it, because it'll shrink.
What about ironing?
Ironing clothing, as far as like silks go, you either want to steam them or you want to iron them on a really, really low setting, because it'll burn like a hole right through your clothes. And then a lot of vintage clothes that are like polyesters or things like that, you probably want to steam it because it'll burn it. Stephanie has burned some of like clothes that we've had that were some true vintage pieces. She's like burned holes through them because she didn't know how to iron them properly, and I was like, what are you doing? So yeah, just make sure you look out for things like that so you can like properly care for your clothes. And then as far as like shrinkage goes, I usually always assume that the size that it is probably what it's going to be. So you probably want to look for things that are like true to your size, because they're not going to shrink really.
If there's stains in it, just don't expect you to be able to get the stains out of them. Like if you're like, oh, this stain may come out, it probably mostly won't.
I've bought things at thrift stores, and like thankfully the thrift stores here, they actually like, we can return things. Like if they'll say like, if a stain doesn't come out, return it. I bought things with stains and they have not come out, so usually don't buy things with stains.
It's not really worth the time.
Especially if you don't, like, you can't really like pinpoint what kind of stain it is. Like if you're like, oh, it's makeup,
it's oil,
maybe it might come out. Or if it's like, it's blood, like don't even buy it.
It's blood.
Seriously,
gross.
I know, but seriously, sometimes like you see like maybe somebody like got hit in the face and it knows blood or something.
That's so gross.
Yeah, so just make sure you read like the care instructions, because that stuff really does like help you like determine how you're gonna wash it and how you're gonna clean it.
Alright guys, don't forget to enter our 1,000 subscribers giveaway contest. It ends tonight, Wednesday, May 4th. At 12 midnight. So it's going to be closed. We're going to announce the winner sometime later this week once we get to it. Yeah. If your house was burning down, what was one thing you would take?
I said I would probably take my Dooney, because it's like probably like the first bag I spent a lot of money on.
Yeah.
And I could fit a lot of stuff in it too. It serves like various purposes. What would you take?
Probably my Litas. Like, I was reading some of your guys' answers, and you're like, I would take a coat because it will keep me cool, and I can also use it as a pillow. And I'm just like,
smart. Really smart.
I know, I would have never thought of that.
Yeah, those are some smart things too.
Yeah. So if you guys have a chance, read through the comments and see what other people would
because they're all really good comments.
Really different.
You guys like
unique.
left amazing comments, and we have read like mostly like all of them. Like I seriously was like, I need to read comments. Like I'm just gonna read all of them. So thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.